Alright, what's up, guys? So, welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode and in today's news, I guess I made some people upset on YouTube overall with the reaction video. So just to give you guys a backstory on what had happened. So I reacted to this song, or not song, but it's a EP from these YouTubers. They do like comedy videos, so I know what they're about. But anyways, they did an EP called Acting Up. I seen one of the YouTubers talking about it, and shout out to him. His name is Isaac Y. But yeah, it's an album that he did with him and his friend Soft Willie and some other guys. And so I reacted to it. I thought the album was funny. I was like, hey, yo, this is some comedy music right here. And so I reacted to it. And everybody's like upset at the fact of how I reacted to it. They're like, oh, because like the whole album is just pretty much like a sus album. Like they saying some of the most sus things in there. I found it funny. I was laughing about it. Like I thought, I wasn't like, oh, I hate these guys now for doing this. Like, and that's the thing that people need to just know about me. If I don't like a video, y'all ain't even gonna see a reaction to it. I posted that because I thought it was funny. And I'm like, hey, yo, this is hilarious. I ain't post that video because I ain't like it. If I don't like a video, I'm not gonna post it. So, anyways, yeah, people are mad about that. And I'm like, man, I just wanted to sit down and talk about that real quick. Like I was saying, if I don't like a YouTuber, I'm not going to react to them. There's so many times where I reacted to videos from YouTubers I reacted to frequently. Or I reacted to maybe a few times. But if they do a video that I don't like, I'm not going to... There's been times where I've canceled out in the middle of a reaction video. I'll be like smack dead in the middle of it. As soon as they say something that I don't feel comfortable with, I'm not going to react to that video anymore. Exiting out, finding another video to react to. And now I'm like, it's kind of messed up because I like reacting to those guys, especially Isaac Y. I'm kind of like, I wouldn't say that I'm chilled with him, like we don't really talk, but he has watched my videos before and has commented on my videos. Him and another YouTuber, her name is Jordy. And they've commented on my videos before. So I'm like, at the end of the day, I ain't got nothing but respect for those guys. But now I'm like, it's times like that where I'm like, well, dang, like, I guess maybe I shouldn't react to them because it's, if stuff like that's going to happen, I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to react to people and people are going to get butt hurt over the comments that I'm making. And the crazy thing about it wasn't even like I was making crazy comments. Like, I was just saying, oh, nah, like, or that's sus. Like, hey, yo, what is this energy? I was just cracking jokes about what they were saying. And overall doing what their video was all about was reacting to it. So I'm not going to pre-plan on what I'm going to say. I'm not going to be like, oh, watched it and then just be like, oh, this is how I felt about this song. This is how I felt. And I'm not going to put on some act, for the video. When I do videos, I give it my truest and my most authentic reaction. If you do not like my reaction, guess what? There's multiple people out there reacting to videos at all given times. So I'm not trying to cater to people when I do reactions or any other types of videos. I don't think people fully understand that and grasp a concept around that. But when a YouTuber posts a video, they're doing that, they're doing it to entertain their fans. But when they post a video and it's them, like I'm saying, like either the characters that they portray or themselves or whatever, that's what they want to post. If they didn't want to post that video, you would have never seen it. There's probably billions of videos that we have not seen from lots of YouTubers because they just wasn't feeling it. So I'm like, if I wasn't feeling that video, I would have never posted my reaction. I would have never reacted to it. I would have just kept it moving and kept going. So I'm like, it's just people getting all sensitive and stuff. There was like one person that got sensitive in the comments. And they were all like, in your reaction, I ain't like your reaction. And they were like going off about that particular reaction video. And I just told them, I'm like, man, get your old sensitive self out my comments. Like, people ain't trying to look at stuff like that, Like, it's just, people, when they get that upset and that butthurt over my reaction, And that's not even the first time. I remember that's why I don't really like reacting to music that much, because people, you'll react to some music and people, whether it's like a meme song or an actual song, you'll say the song is good. You got people commenting, what are you talking about? That song was horrible. That song was trash. Trash can emojis. Then there's a song that's bad. You post saying like, oh, that song, or yeah, then you'll say that song is bad, and people are like, what are you talking about? That song was actually fire. That song was good. That song, like, you're not even entitled to your own reactions anymore. Like, you're only supposed to say how people overall responded to it. So yeah, if you're overall saying like, oh, that video was dumb, or that video was good, if the fans are saying that the video is dumb or good, you have to go with either like the majority of the side that's saying it's either going to be dumb or good. And that's messed up. Like, I can't even do my own reactions anymore. It's stuff like that where I'm on like, hey yo, if you guys want to do certain videos, y'all can do that. Don't come to my channel with that. I'm like, it's people that carry on like that. I'm like, hey, yo, do me a favor. Don't ever come back to my channel. Ever. Again. Make it your last time. All right? But anyways, what other things can I talk about? Because I ain't really, well, I think I'm going to just call this like a random talk. I don't even know what edition of random talk I'm on. But random talk. Part whatever, I don't even know. But anyways, what other things can I talk about? Let's see what's going on in the Twitter world. I guess Twitter came out with a new update. I don't know anything about it. I'll have to probably check my phone and stuff. Yeah. Let's see what's trending on Twitter real quick, cause sometimes things would trend on there and that's not what I wanted to see, bro. And this update, what am I looking at? All I wanted to see, show more. Dang. And like have all these other things. But anyways, what's Diddy trending for? Joy Chavez. Who is this? Who is this? Let's see what's going on with Diddy. I don't know who this person is. But I guess Diddy, that's one thing I never understood. Like, there'll be people getting into a relationship and then everybody's like tripping about it. Oh, is this Bow Wow's? Bow Wow, Future. Dang. Celebrate baby shower rapper Future. Dang. Future's baby mama. Dang, she's Bow Wow calls out baby. Oh, wow. Why is that important? See, that's the thing that I don't understand about like social media. They'll have things that'll trend like, I don't care that they're kissing, like that type of stuff. It don't really matter to me. Like when I see people, getting into relationships and stuff, especially with celebrities, I'm like, look, and there's no offense. It's no offense to celebrities, but their relationships aren't really all that important. They're not that interesting. Like, okay, it's just a millionaire dating another millionaire, or a person with 1 million followers dating another person with 1 million followers. Like, what is that? How is that? My thing is like, how is that benefiting me? How is that like, what is that doing for me? Even if it's a friend's like that's of mine, they're getting into a relationship. Like, it's, it's interesting because it's your friends. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's not doing nothing for you. But for some reason, it's like, but it's stuff like that where they're like, oh, it's, they're out kissing or they holding hands, or like when paparazzis do stuff like that where they're all like, they take a picture of somebody just going out for a walk and they're like, oh, Dolph Ziggler from WWE went out walking today. Like, you had me read a whole article about somebody walking like that. It's that type of stuff. I'm like, bro, like there's so many other things you can talk on. I feel like those people, they just lack in writing. Like, honestly, cause I'm saying, like, write about something, right? My thing is like, bruh, write like a fictional story. I'm pretty sure some of those guys may be writing fictional stories, but I'm like, literally, if that's your job, where you just gotta take pictures of somebody, be like, oh, Selena Gomez was out buying Oreo cookies at Target, and it's like, oh, Selena Gomez was in some Nike Dunks wearing a Versace, robe with some other random clothing on, and was in aisle 7 of Target buying Oreo cookies. I'm like, bruh, can you say like something a little bit more, like, I don't know, maybe if it was just fictional or if it was funny or something, like if she did something funny or she did something interesting like that. You don't really hear too many things like that, you know. And that's, it's just, man, like, it's why, who cares if Diddy and this girl is kissing? But oh, then Mick Foley, I know they was all like, he was I guess did some video talking to WWE, because no, they was like, with WWE, they just recently hired Adam Cole. I don't know too much about Adam Cole, but I know he was a big deal on NXT. But they just recently, AEW just recently hired him and Daniel Bryan, when he goes by Bryan Danielson now, and Ruby Riott, but she goes by Ruby Soho. And yeah, I'm like, bro, what is AEW trying to? AEW is honestly like 90s WWF. Like, that's what it, like, AEW is what WWF used to, like, or what WWE used to be back in the WWF days. Like, I feel like that's when wrestling was at its peak. Like, that's when wrestling was really good. And it just seemed like that after a while, like, well, I know it was because they're trying to be more kid-friendly and stuff. And I'm like, bro, look, that kid-friendly stuff, like, now they're thinking, like, and that's why I'm like, bruh, they'll hire, AEW will hire like some like important wrestler and, you know, go crazy and like an above and beyond with it. Or WWE comes back next week and they just drop like a few curse words on TV. That's like their competition. Literally, the night after this AEW pay-per-view, Monday Night Raw comes on. The only interesting thing was Randy Orton dropping a curse word. Now, that tag team turmoil match with New Day and all the other tag teams, I thought that was interesting. It's always interesting when you see those matches because you just see how talented these guys are. But I'm like, fam, WWE, you are not using their talents. These guys are probably funny. These guys are probably a little bit more acrobatic, or, you know, I don't know. But they got something about them. You guys hire them and there's just nothing. You let them go. And it just gets to a point where it's like, these wrestlers, I'm telling you right now, it's going to get to a time. And I'm saying, like, there's probably not everybody out there is going to be like that. But I'm saying, you guys took the time to, I don't know if Logan Paul, like, if he was paid or if he just wanted to show up there just because. But you guys let all of these good wrestlers go to bring Logan Paul. Not that I have something against Logan Paul, but, like, look at the 2 times he was on TV and what happened. That man got booed both times. Like, I have a respect for Logan Paul, so when I see that, I'm like, dang, why are y'all doing this to this man? Like, leave this man alone. Like, people just, they just have a hatred towards Logan Paul. I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, because people still, you know, they got that hatred in their heart from the Japan situation and stuff. But, yeah, it's, you know, y'all need to just leave that man alone. Like, hire some wrestlers that's like, you know, they gonna be putting on some shows, or like bring in talents or something. But like or even, what was that one guy? And that was the one thing that I remember seeing was when WWE, so that guy that looks just like Brock Lesnar, they bring him in and they have him there as security. Are you serious? You mean to tell me that here are these talented wrestlers, like, even if it's like a security team where they tackle and beat down the wrestlers, bro, do something with that. But you hire these wrestlers, right, to be this, like, you know, you put them like on blast for saying, oh, they just recently signed with WWE to be a security guard. Really? You can't hire no stuntmen for no stuff like that? Like, bruh. That's why I'm like, WWE, I'm like, look, if this is what y'all is trying to, like, your competition, what you guys are trying to compete with AEW, if that's your response, okay, like, what, Brock Lesnar, I mean, yeah, I guess, like, you know, this week, with SmackDown, it's going to be interesting because it's going to be in Madison Square Garden. I'm like, yeah, because you guys is out there doing them like, oh, only, you can only watch it on the WWE Network when they appear in Madison Square Garden. No, you need to have all those interesting matches happening on regular TV. Like I'm saying, have the interesting matches in the pay-per-views, of course. But the fact that AEW, they just had a regular, like, singles match. I mean, like, yeah, WWE is doing the same thing too, but you guys need to, okay, have it where it's like, the like a steel cage matches or table matches. Like the fans, like for they be chanting that table stuff. But yeah, like a no disqualification match. Like, you know, have it where it's like that moment of wrestling when Jeff Hardy was jumping off of the stage and slamming on people. You guys don't have memorable moments like that. When was the last? I can't remember the last memorable moment like that, equivalent to that, that's happened in the recent years. I don't even. Well, okay, all right. So I take that back. No, Shane McMahon, like he had his moments, but I'm like, bro, this man. How old is Shane McMahon? Shane McMahon, he has to be up there in age. Shane McMahon, he is bro is 51. All right, so he was like in his 40s when he was like in his late 40s when he did that, when he jumped off the stage. But still, I'm like, hey, yo, there's like wrestlers that's like in their 20s and things. Like, I'm saying their bodies, you got somebody that's like in his middle age, like time and stuff, and you got him still out here wrestling. I'm like, bro, I'm saying, like, it's no beef and it's no problem when you got these wrestlers that's like 40, 50 years old. If they want to do it, do it. Okay. But, like, eventually it's going to get to a time where people ain't wanting to see that. They're going to be like, look, I seen these guys wrestle a lot before. We want to see some newer talents. Like, it's perfectly fine to have these newer talents. But if you're going to be having them being security guards, I'm like, yeah, I can see why AEW is doing better. Because I'm like, man, it just doesn't even make any sense to me. I'm like, hey, yo, your fans is wanting some here. I mean, you know, that fans still supporting. Like, that's one thing for sure. I still support WWE regardless. But I'm like, you guys got to do a little bit more. I'm like, what you guys got going on now? I'm like, man, this just doesn't even make any sense. But anyways, let's see what other things is trending on Twitter. Hold on. I had to open it back up because I was like, I went and looked at, I had to look, Shane McMahon and stuff, but anyways, I don't know who Lily Collins is, COVID-19, I guess, the Matrix 4, they're coming out, with that here soon. Blues Clues, what's going on with Blues Clues? T-Pain, NBA 2K22, I know that game's gonna be trash, I know that for a fact. Let's end it off here. Welcome to my, shout out to the... Yeah, I'm gonna check that stuff out because I'm curious about it. First look at the cruise ship. Perkins now on the broadcasting team in NBA 2K. His current dribbling. Yeah, I'm like, they just came out with like some new trailer, I guess. I'm like, bruh, that don't mean that the game's gonna be good. So I'm like, that just, overall. Yeah, it's like y'all is doing that, but I'm just saying, like, I know that game ain't gonna be good, so that's why I don't plan on buying it. So I don't want nobody in my streams, tweets, YouTube videos, nothing asking me to buy that game. That is going to be the one. If that game, so this would be the only way I would buy NBA 2K. If that game gets 4 stars and higher, that's when I'll buy that game. But if that, and I don't want people like let me give it a good rating so TMossBoss, I don't even have that type of clout to do some stuff like that. But I'm just saying, me personally, I don't want to play that game. I'm not trying to waste my money on that game. If somebody gives me the game for free, all right, yeah, sure. I'm like, send me the code. I will download it and I will play it. I will play it for as long as I possibly can. But I'm not going to waste my money on that game. I'm just not. I'll probably wait until that game costs like $1 or they decide to actually listen to the advice that I've been giving out for some time now, making it where NBA 2K is just a free game and calling it a day. But I'm like, fam, the fact that there's this indie game that I play called CarX Drift Racing Online, something like that, and they came out with a new update and all of this stuff. They came out with some new cars, they came out with a new map, and stuff was free. And I'm like, this is an indie game. This is a game where it's like, it ain't nowhere in comparison. It's the 2K in their franchise. It's a small indie game. And the fact that they came out with a free DLC, that just shows indie games are so much more better than like the mainstream games and stuff. So, but anyways, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 36 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your next purchase. And make sure you use my supporter creator code TMossBoss on Epic Games. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.